Hello there, YouTube friends. We've got a C300 permobil wheelchair, and we're going to put this nice gun mount on the on this wheelchair, and I'm going to show you all how to secure it. Also, I'm doing it for a friend who may have a similar wheelchair. Now, these are pretty standard in regards to this plate that I'm removing. I did remove the backing and the headrest just because it's easier to work. The backing just slides in there, velcro's on there, and then the headrest. But I'm gonna get to work on this, and now you will see what's under there. So this is a number 3 Allen, and I removed all 3 that we had. We used already this gun mount to my son at the age of 17 shot a water buffalo. That's him who joined the football team back when he was a freshman, and he graduated from University of St. Thomas. But these gun mounts are pretty neat. They allow everyone to have a chance to do the things that they want, especially when it comes to hunting. You could use it to mount a rifle, a shotgun, a gun. I believe we have the one that is only for a rifle, not a gun. You can buy the adaptive equipment, but we're hunters, so we don't just like to have it for guns. But anyway, so I'm gonna remove the plate, and then we're gonna find out where we can mount this plate. The occupant needs to sit on top of it, but it also needs to be mounted with a screw or two, plus the weight of the individual on top. And then you could put some Velcro on the bottom of these to secure it, because that's what it says on there. Alright, so I took off the those 2 plates that were on top of the seat, or blocking this graph here where everything's mounted through. So what I'm going to utilize is some of these existing bolts. So you can see we've used one before. It goes here. So as long as I align that one and run a nice long, I believe it's 3/4, but I'll get the size. But you got to make sure that there's plenty of room up front, because the rest of the mount will come down here. If you put it all the way to the back, it's going to bump into here. It's just good to have it. And I think with that hole in the back, yeah, so there's the hole. It puts me right at that sweet spot. Now we can put Velcro across, put those other pieces on top, and then the weight of the individual, being more than 100 pounds, the gun mount will not be going anywhere as long as the individual is sitting on there. But everybody has to adjust it to their need. Here it says that the plate should be attached to the chair using hose provider or Velcro. So just the cushion, which I don't know where mine is. I think it's in. Oh, here's the cushion. And then we could put Velcro on here. But my security will come with putting the 1 bolt there, and then the 2 plates that were on there on top, and then this goes on top, and that is sufficient. My son shot a 30-06. And nothing moved. Everything was completely secured. So I have it with 1 bolt. It's, it moves some. Now what we're gonna do, put this here, like so. Voila. There's the hole for the screw. There's the other hole for the screw. We get this. And there's the other hole for the screw back there. So now I'm gonna tighten. So now you put the 4 screws on there. Yes, I'm missing one. Now we'll get that. But you put the 4 screws on top of the plate. Now you can put the cushion. So this is how it looks with the cushion and the plate all secured. Now this part is how the where the mount's gonna sit, but you adjust it with this knob here. Once you've found it to the correct size, you tighten it. This slides from the back end this way. There you go. You don't tighten that yet until the end. Make sure you tighten here once you know the height. Alright, so the mount basically slides onto here, and it needs to be behind this bracket, because if you put it on top, it's not going to be stable. Alright, so usually you put the hunter here, and make sure this is all close to him. This is flexible. This is the up and down. That's the trigger. But you can adjust the height here, and then if this needs to be pulled, I mean, that's as far away from the body that I can get it. But I do have another piece that was custom made. That can be used as well in this spot. So either we can turn it this way, or you can turn it this way. I imagine we want it to go here so that it's farther away from the hunter. Once the adjustment is made, let's say the individual sitting there, okay, I'm good. You tighten it here. You got the height tightened. And then the next thing is to give it power, which I'm gonna do. It's a basic. You just connect the positive to positive and negative and negative, and you're done. So you connect like this inside the. I made a hole on top of the battery tray so I could slide my cable, but I didn't do it because this is going out. If I were to go hunting with my son, I'd run the cable through that hole. So I just took a little bit and made a hole so it can come out through there. So it's just connected. In this case, the white is the negative and the brown is the positive. And that gives it power. So you connect it here. Once the wheelchair's on, you've got left, right. You control the speed for left and right here, up and down, and this pulls the trigger. So that's the straw that the hunter will put in their mouth and just hold the air in, and it pulls the trigger. But we're going to put a real gun in a moment. Alright, so here's what we got. You tighten it with 2 brackets. We got 2 knobs here. Make sure it's tight as you can get it. As you can see, there's foam that puts pressure on it. The trigger needs to be about the middle. You can adjust the how far you want it in and out. This knob. we found out that leaving it right in the middle works really well. The height, you can make this higher by adjusting this bracket. So I had kind of already tied the Velcro, but yeah, that looks better. And then you always Velcro it here. And we got the adjustment for the trigger, adjustment for height. And then you've got the control, which I believe we got up, right, left, and it's very little effort. There's no I might be making it look like I'm just used to pushing everything really hard, but you control everything here, as you can see. And then this goes in the mouth, and I'm not gonna show putting the straw in my mouth, but just pull in some air and it shoots. Now I know one of our friends has an AK-47 and he wants rapid fire. You could just hold your breath, and when you let go, triggers let go. So